What is it? Welcome back to the final episode of Season 1. Now last time, what was it? We went back-to-back race wins. We won the sprint, and we won the race with the fastest lap. And we jumped Perez in the championship, which I find incredibly funny. This time, just making sure we can beat Perez
Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked
and
by
take
a meeting
P9.
who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. As while you'll receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
Okay. We're not going to spend our R&D until after the race, where we will show our new teammate, or we will keep tail. But until then, let's just head into qualifying, the final qualifying of the season. Okay, it is time for the final qualifying of the season. I do not know if we're going to be strong around here. Tires are falling off the cliff. That was a very bad turn one. And the rest of the other two corners were okay. 17.5, that's a couple attempts down on what we were able to do in practice. Just do our normal strategy. I'm not going to burn overtake. Let's see where we are. I think a Red Bull... No, that's an RB. Donnie Rick, 24.5. Very respectable time. But you knock off a second, and there's Fernando Alonso's time. You just see it as you go by. This whole lap's been semi-good. We're into the 22s already. Sacrifice front. Thanks, Mark. We sacrificed a little bit of front downforce. That's why we're a little bit shaky in that corner. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 24-1. Oh. We did fuel up, so we're gonna go for another lap just to see if we can improve. That wasn't the greatest lap. Nope, nope, no. That's it. We're gonna return to garage. Okay, we found a little gap. Let's go for it. Final run. We're qualifying for the season. We're sitting P20. It's not a good first lap. A lot better in turn 1, but we lose so much time at the start. Don't even improve in the first sector. First you've stuck to 4th gear. Lost some time. This is the lap we're gonna have to use a little bit. There's the massive gain. Stroll is staying with us. This isn't... You can hear the bollard. Went a little bit too close there. More confidence at 22.4. We're gonna be in the 23s. But where exactly? P13. We're probably only gonna get worse from here. Let's see where we end up. That is very bad. We finish one place lower in P14. It's not the greatest qualifying compared to our last couple of race weeks. But still, we can still pick up a couple points from there. If we get our strategy on point.
That wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Alpine look very strong here. Our downforce is our chassis is kind of hindering us. But Ferrari have the early advantage in their constructors battle against Red Bull. With Perez 12th, Verstappen 8th, and Ferrari are sitting 1 and 3. Let's see how the race unfolds. Thanks for that one, Mark. I really do appreciate that, as it is the final race of the season, and we kind of want to go out with a bang. Do we risk going the alternate strategy? No. Revert strategy. We're just gonna go base, standard, 9 laps on mediums, 11 laps on hards. Let's get this race done. Let's end the season on a high note. For the final time, 5 red lights go out. And the final time this season where we get a wheel spinny start. Poor driving standards by me. I apologize, Tsunoda. 2-3 wides. I don't like this. Magnussen, no.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Magnussen, how could you? Magnussen sent us, but we're gonna go make it 3 wide. Kinda got shun out the road by Ocon and Kevin. Tsunoda and Perez are fighting. We're still where we started. But we're gonna send it. We want to make up places. We want to have a good race. And we have squeezed Ocon out of road. And we take P13 coming into the end of lap 1. Let's try and get Tsunoda. Oh, we have the speed. So I was going to send us around the outside. Oh, he makes a move on Perez. Then clashes into the side of us. That's not great. We lose the rear. Thanks, Tsunoda. We'll just get past everyone again. Wonderful. For the second lap out of 3 laps, I've hit that inside curve at that chicane. Because I've been forced there. Alright, we're getting Yuki now. He doesn't have DRS. We're 100% getting Yuki Tsunoda. I'm gonna try and fight it.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
But I'm not gonna let him, and I'm gonna burn. We're 3 seconds off Pierre Gasly. Now we just have to try and stay with Perez. Pull away from these guys. We're up to P12. Alrighty. As we go on to lap 7.
Stay alert.
We're thinking about our
Window now, and you're gonna be on
pit
the
window.
cards next time.
We have caught up to Perez now officially. We struggled the last couple of times, losing our rear. This time we've caught up to him fully. And we're also catching, last couple of laps, we've been catching a second to Gasly. And the whole train, it looks like the Mercedes are just holding everyone back. I'm losing the rears a little bit too much for my liking. So yeah, we could end up getting Perez. I think we have to try and get Perez next straight. Or has he got DRS? He's got DRS, so we can't even get Perez now. We missed our opportunity. We're gonna have to wait until the pit stops. Pushing Perez through. We're gonna come in with Verstappen. Tsunoda behind. This is a busy pit lane. As we just stay ahead of Tsunoda. It was quite close. Didn't know if we were going to be in front or behind, but Alonso's now the car in front. We've had a little bit of history over the last couple of races. Verstappen's jumped in. So maybe focusing on pit stops might be better for us. Alonso does not have DRS off Verstappen. Let's stay behind him though. One more. Stay behind him this straight. Alright, let's go. Come on, let's see. Can we get Alonso? Can we get him? Oh, certainly, yes. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
On a purple middle sector. That is a beautiful move. Brashear's in.
Coming into this stop now. And gap to the car in front. 4.5 seconds.
Stroll, Piastri, everyone's in. Where do we filter out? Ahead of Perez. Oh. Come on, we can get Stroll now. We can get Stroll. We have no pressure behind us. That's a beautiful. Slightly wide. Can we get Lance Stroll? This would be perfect. This is a perfect timing. His teammate's just overtaken someone. Gonna have to send it. He's closing our door. Saw the gap and we went for it. And there's a side-by-side, but we spun it! No!
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
You idiot! You idiot! Tried to go around Piastri and just bottled it. I think we can get both. Oh, we can so easily get both. Hit the bollard. They're still staying with it. We're still staying with it. One of them's backed out. That is unbelievable racing. For P17. Oh, that front wing. Oh, God. 6 more laps. Can we just survive this race now? Yeah, front wing's very thing. We're just gonna box. Not the way we wanted to do it. Not the way we wanted to end the season. But we'll continue driving. Try and get fastest lap. Just very annoying. One silly mistake. Tried to go for a move because the gap opened. Because 2 cars were side by side in a tricky area. We got our way through. put on the power, just stayed on the power too much and lost the car. But let's have some fun for the final 5 laps.
Tyres through to the end now.
Let's have some fun. How many seconds can we close on our teammate? We can see what the time of Hulkenberg was after we set our lap. Which looks to be pretty fast. This is how much pace we had.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 18.1 seconds.
23.9 we set. Leave. Very, very long wait, but it's well worth it. Verstappen was the champion. Leclerc gave him a good run. But after all our ups and downs, we finished P9 in the championship, P6 in the constructors, a 4-time race winner, with about as many DNFs. But let's roll to 2025.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Dismal conclusion, I will admit.
And it's Monaco go for Charles Leclerc as he takes the checkered flag and wins. They've won the
Leclerc
Here come our
and Ferrari, double delight on the day. You love to see it.
Celebrates the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there thinking, what are you going to do without Formula One? Don't worry, folks. It'll be back before you know it. We'll see you next year.
So even with our points, we were not getting 8th, so we were finishing as high as 9th. And yeah, so I was about to say something about Verstappen, but yeah, as I was correct, they were able to get 29 more points than Red Bull, so they are winners. Very deserved. Williams do get 7th, despite, I believe, Gasly getting that point, because I think Albon had a higher finish. And yeah, that was very entertaining. Now this is normally where I would call the end of the video, but we are going to do all our admin stuff right now, before we head to the next season. Our driver, I don't know. I'm actually going to choose a different driver. Porsche, I like them, man. But for 2 million for 73 rate, it's not really worth it. I've been eyeing up these 3 drivers for a long time. And I think I'm going to try and get Albon. Let's negotiate. We have a driver auction. So we have 6.89 million because of his buyout. So how much are Williams really wanting to spend? Under consideration. Ooh. Are Williams gonna let... How... We're in a tense bidding war. If not, we have Yuki Tsunoda to back on. And Williams are out. 5.5 million. Contract cost 8 million quid. And they're like, we're out. We're not paying 8 million. We have signed Albon for next season. As I think we're going to do all our R&D stuff now. So we are going to purchase stuff for next. Actually, we should probably purchase those next chassis next season. Let's purchase some aero upgrades. Because I don't want the chassis to come in case they mess up. And this. We'll save 2,000 points. I think we can actually do these. We'll do this one. We have 1,000 points left. We can't do any of that. Can't do any of those. We can do this engine power, but I don't think we need it. Let's do some durability. That's all we can do. So now, we can actually say, as we get a random marketing department,
Thanks for stepping in and helping out.
we'll just save the cash. We don't need flashy facilities. So now we can actually say, let's roll on to 2025. And we'll see you then. Peace.